and made mightier with our voice.
Let's take a minute to talk about Sega. Now, Sega was one of my absolute favorite developers as a kid. My very first console was a Sega Genesis. I had the 32X attachment. The first game I ever beat was Sonic Spinball. Yeah, Sonic Spinball. That game was hard. I played Sega games like I was possessed. Every Sega game I could lock into my console, I played, and I beat, and I destroyed. I still own a Sega Genesis in all of its working glory. And yet now, Sega fills me with nothing but despair. Sega, as a company, has single-handedly ruined so many IPs, they should be ashamed. Sonic the Hedgehog went from blasting forward at the speed of sound, destroying robots and freeing nature, to being a rubber band werewolf, and he was also a genie, I think, once. And of course, let's not forget Sonic 06, right? And Sonic Boom. So many good memories. Skies of Arcadia, one of the most fantastic RPGs I've ever played, and my personal favorite game of all time, received an amazing remake on the GameCube, and then just never saw the light of day again. We're talking about an RPG that, in my eyes, is easily as good or better than most of the Final Fantasy games that just was allowed to rot. What the hell happened? What did you do? Crazy Taxi, fantastic arcade game, one of the last great arcade games, and I put so many hours into it on my GameCube that I think the disc could catch fire, and I would still be like, I got my money's worth out of it. But no, after that they just said, yeah, make the same game again, but make it harder, make the same game again, but put multiple peoples in the car, and we'll make it an Xbox exclusive for some reason. Who really cares? Either way, they took a fantastic racing engine they could have done so much with, and they just dropped it. Monkey Ball's another great IP. Where is our new Monkey Ball game? Why has there not been any more Monkey Ball games? What's going on? Jet Set Radio, one of the most fantastic and influential games, so much so that people are still making knockoff versions and new Kickstarter remakes of these games to bring them to new audiences, because it's something people love and it's something people crave. And yet, they made one game on the Dreamcast and one for the launch of the original Xbox, and then never touched the IP again. What the hell? But the cream of the crop for me, the one that is always going to leave a burning spear in my side, is Phantasy Star Online. The first game was a masterpiece. It was one of the first big console MMOs, provided an internet experience through the Dreamcast that allowed people to play through 4 glorious levels. Yeah, 4. That's all you needed back then. Slightly randomized with the same 4 bosses over and over again, ad infinitum, and yet no one cared. I myself, just in the offline version, put more than 300 hours onto a single character, and I still haven't beaten the hardest difficulty with that character. Yeah, whatever, judge all you want, I don't even care. And then, after that, they just made Phantasy Star Universe, which was not as good and tried to be anime in all the wrong ways and just lacked all of the originality and fun. They did a half-handed DS remake that didn't get any real support, but the nail in the coffin, the thing that makes me hate Sega to this day, is Phantasy Star Online 2. A game that plays amazing, with fantastic graphics, optimized for budget PCs, free-to-play MMO done right. And what did they do? They made it. They produced it. They supported it. They translated it to English. And then they never released it in the West. They never released this game because I guess Sega's afraid of making money. We're talking about a game company that has made so many IPs that are memorable and cherished in people's hearts, with a game that can make them millions of American dollars, not to mention the European market, and they just leave it on the floor. They promised the West a simultaneous release, and then the blogs just go dead. They keep saying no comment. They don't even say if it's ever going to come out again. So this week, I just had to bring out a little bit of my hatred for Sega of America. If you hate them as much as I do, post it in the comments, and I hope that they hear it. Sega, you have ruined so much that I loved. Sonic, Skies of Arcadia, Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, and Phantasy Star Online. And for that, oh, you will never, ever be forgiven.
Pen made mightier without royalties.